All right, here we go. As you can see in my box for my trolling motor that I created, this box, it holds batteries. Three batteries. And I made a cardboard cutout. It's kind of crude, but it'll do the job. Okay, this is showing you 3 battery hookup, and it's hooked up for a 12-volt system, even though it's three 12-volt batteries. 3 times 12 is 36. But here you notice the plus and the minus. But if you run your cable straight to the plus, hooking them up that way in parallel, negative to negative, negative to negative, plus to plus, plus to plus, you would think you would get 36 volts, since each battery is 12 volts, right? But it only gives you 12 volts. But the beauty of it is, all that with this 12, the way this system is set up, you would get more amperage. Say if this battery number 1, let's call it number 1, if that battery lasted for an hour on full use, now you would have, and all of them equal, you would have 3 hours of battery use at 12 volts. At 12 volts, you would not have 36 volts of power or 24 volts of power. You would still only have 12 volts parallel hooked up like this. Okay, now this situation down here is not that way. I have it hooked up for 36 volts, and the reason that is because I have more wires in there. I didn't want to disconnect them, but I got the battery charger right there hooked up, and the trolling motor brain is hooked up to it. So you got several different wires in here, but the main 36 volt hookup, like I put on this cardboard cutout, is battery number 1. I got the minus hooked to the positive. Minus hooked to the positive. That gives me 24 volts. 24 volts. Start out with 12. Added one more 12 volt battery. 12 and 12, 24, right? Just put the minus to the plus. That's all you got to do, and you got 24 volts for your trolling motor. Simple, isn't it? And to get 36 volts, you have to put the minus to the second battery to the positive of the third battery. And you got 2 wires running. And in here, the 2 wires are these red wires. These red wires that I've configured. I put ends on them, copper ends on them, and sealed them with liquid tape. Keep the moisture out of them, the fittings. The red wires in here, the thick red wires, are the 36 volt hookup. The 36 volt hookup. That's it. The thick red wires. Just like this on the cardboard cutout. Simple. And that give you 36. Now be careful, because once with another boat I had the same hookup with the same trolling motor, 36 volts. And my starter battery, which is in there, in that compartment, my starter battery for the outboard motor, I don't know if you can see it or not, but starter battery, bear with me here. You know, you get senior citizens sometimes, have a senior moment. but the starting battery went dead. So what I did, being all smart and all, I took my jumper cables and I hooked to the negative and the positive, okay, of these battery banks. I put it to the positive and the negative, and that gave me 36 volts to charge up, to jump a 12-volt battery. And you know what happened? Fried all my electronics in the inboard motor at that time. It fried it. So the wires melted. I had to rewire the engine. It messed up the starter. It messed up the electric components, the relay on the battery, on the motor, because now I was getting 48 volts running too. That was too much. It was, it was only built to handle 12 volts, my brothers. 12 volts, my brothers, not 48 volts. It fried them instantly. It wasn't like an hour later, half hour later. It was like soon as they touched, boom, psh, it was gone that quick. Smoking. The ends of the cable wire in the battery compartment where the starter battery was, those wires was burnt. So I don't mind telling you my dumb mistakes because it may help somebody else. It may help you. So share this with someone else and it may help them also. Do not jump your starter battery with 36 volts added to it. But disconnect one of the batteries closest to the starter battery. Disconnect the cables off of it and then put your jumper cables on there. And then now you only got 12 volts going to 12 volts parallel, like you would, if you would jump in a car or a truck, at home, or you were helping somebody out with a jump at the mall, stranded on the highway. So just come and disconnect the closest battery, take all the cables off, and then use that battery to jump your starter battery, get you back home. Again, don't use the parallel system. Don't use the parallel system, negative to negative and positive to positive, but use the alternate system, negative to positive and negative to positive, to get your 36 volts. If all you need is 24 volts, just run one cable, and believe me, it'll work. It works that easy, that simple. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and pass this information on. I hope it's been helpful. Hit that like button if it has. Hope I made some kind of sense out of it. All right, peace. May you continue to be blessed. Fishing Hooky out.